The simple future tense is used to talk about actions that will take place at a later point in time. In this video, you will learn the meaning of simple future tense, its structure, and uses in sentences. Definition of simple future tense in English. The simple future tense is the tense that we use to describe actions that are likely to take place in the future. The tense indicates that an action has the tendency to occur at some point in the future. Take for instance, I will visit the financial advisor tomorrow. Or, I am going to visit the financial advisor tomorrow. Both of the examples above describe actions that have not yet occurred but will take place at a particular time, tomorrow, in the future. The simple future tense is used to make predictions, make promises, offer description of future facts, etc. Structure of simple future tense. The structure of the tense is divided into two major parts. 1. With modal auxiliary verb, will, and base form verb. 2. With the verb phrase, be going to, and base form verb. With modal auxiliary verb, will, and base form verb. This structure consists of subject plus modal auxiliary, will, and a main verb in its base form. The reason why the main verb of the sentence appears in base form is because the presence of the modal auxiliary, will, cancels out the grammatical properties of the verb to represent tense and number, singular and plural. The structure directly translates to subject plus will, plus main verb, in base form. For instance, they will visit their friend this weekend. In the example above, we have the subject, they, the modal auxiliary verb, will, and the main verb in its base form, visit. With the verb phrase, be going to, and base form verb. This structure consists of subject plus the verb phrase, be going to, plus main verb, in its base form. When using the verb phrase, be going to, it is important to note that the be in the phrase represents the base form of the primary auxiliary verb, be. What this implies is that, whenever we use it in a sentence, the subject determines the form it takes. For instance, if the subject is in first-person form, I, it would change to am. If it is in third-person singular form, it would change to is. For example, they are going to play with other children at the park. Because the subject is in third-person plural form, we change the auxiliary verb, be, in the phrase, to are. The point of doing this is to establish an agreement between the subject and the verb in the sentence. The main verb in this structure also remains in base form, like the structure involving will. The reason for this is that the auxiliary verb, be, from the verb phrase, already carries the grammatical properties of tense and number for the sentence, hence there is no point having the main verb possess the same qualities. The purpose of an auxiliary, helping verb, is to express grammatical properties in place of the main verb in a sentence. This structure directly translates to subject plus be, going to plus base form main verb. For example, our battle is going to be legendary. In the example above, the subject is our battle, the verb phrase is going to, because the subject is in third person, singular form, and the main verb in base form is be. Uses of simple future tense in sentences. The tense is used in the following types of sentences: affirmative sentence, interrogative sentence, and negative sentence. Affirmative sentence. We use the tense to express future facts in sentences. Some examples include: we will build a nation where no man is oppressed. The children are going to perform at the event. The time will be 4 p.m. in the next 30 minutes. Interrogative sentences. The tense is used to make inquiries about future plans. In forming this sentence, we only make use of the structure with the modal auxiliary verb will, and we switch its position in the sentence with the subject. Some examples include: Will you be able to attend the party tomorrow? Will Sharon practice the line with Stacy? Will the teachers agree to invigilate the difficult students? Negative sentences. We use the tense to express actions that are not likely to occur or be the case in the future. We form this sentence by placing the negative not between the modal auxiliary, will, and the main verb in its base form, or we simply form a contraction of the auxiliary and the negator as in won't. We can do this for the structure with the verb phrase be going to. What we have to do is place the negator right after the auxiliary verb be, or form a contraction of the auxiliary and the negator as in isn't. Some examples include: she isn't going to work for the company going forward. Blaze won't tolerate truancy from the naughty students. The principal will not treat the issue of theft in the school with levity. The tense we use to express future actions is known as simple future tense. Its indicators include the following: predictions, promises, description of future facts, and offers. The structure of the tense can exist as either subject plus modal auxiliary verb, will, plus main verb in base form, or subject plus the verb phrase, be going to, plus main verb in its base form. The tense is used in the following sentences: affirmative, interrogative, and negative sentences. Understanding this tense will better inform you on how to use it effectively both in speech and writing. See you soon.